But somehow, it's always during my dating game shows on his such a fantastic host, offline TV. Whoa, wait, look at those things make such a huge difference. A little bit like that, like a dream. I never do something like that. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. Happy Friday. So happy to have you here. So it is almost going to turn into lunchtime. So let's quickly get some breakfast in before that. And we have enough for our dream butter eater curry. Yesterday I made a ninja curry. I swapped out my team midway. And today I shall start farming for ingredients for the keema curry so that I have hopefully everything for Sunday if everything works out. And I think that's our first crit of this week too, which is really nice. And now our dish is at level 52. And I ended up not taking a nap session yesterday just because I feel like I don't make very great progress at Lapis Lakeside right now for the time being. I'm doing better every time I come back, but as you see, I just reached Ultra 4. So I feel like it's not really worth taking a nap until I'm like Master 1, which might take some time. So let's do our unreviewed sleep report. I hate how I yap a lot during the day, right? But somehow it's always during my filming of these videos that my throat acts up and I don't have a bottle of water near me. So hopefully this will be okay. All right, let's see if I get any shinies today. My boyfriend found a shiny Togepi yesterday. No shinies. But I can pick up that Chikorita. I also unlocked the 3rd star sleep style for Why Not yesterday during my nap session, or no, my long session. So I no longer, I finished the sleep decks for Why Not, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so we're going to pick up this Chikorita. We are 1 tick over, which does kill me a little bit inside, to be honest. But you know what? It's a free cookie. It's not that bad. I feel like it would hurt more if it was a grape biscuit because you guys know those grape biscuits are hard to come by, especially for free to play. And as for the cookie, I'm going to choose Chikorita. I did encounter a Squirtle, but that was during my long sleep session and I didn't want to use too many resources to catch it because I do want to save my cookies for the upcoming Anniversary Fest starting next week. Impish. I think Impish is ingredient up. Alright, let's see. Energy recovery, inventory up L, skill trigger S, ingredient finder S, inventory up S. Oh, it's energy recovery up and ingredient finding down. That's what Impish is. So this is going to the bin. I have better Chikoritas, but I don't have a Mono Cacao Chikorita. Alright, let's pick up our mission reward for getting to Ultra 4 and then pick up our sleep points and pick up our gift in the shop as well. So let's see how our luck is today. A dream cluster, a small dream cluster. Not bad. Now I was watching Bro Vinny's, or Bro Openings, I tend to call him Bro Vinny, his videos yesterday about the new Paldea Pokemon starters that are coming to the game. But I only went up until then. I didn't go up until the dream gifts because I kind of want to be surprised for that. But yeah, very interesting stuff. If you guys are curious, definitely check it out as well. And during my days away, I've been enjoying my free time watching some kind of podcast, I guess. You know, I have a Samsung Smart TV, one of the older models. And for Spotify, when you're watching podcasts that have videos, unfortunately, those videos don't show up on Spotify when I'm watching on my TV. And sometimes I like to just almost expose my text there, but sometimes I like to just take a glance at the TV if there's like any video there, because I don't know, makes you feel like you're part of the conversation. But yeah, so I really appreciate it when those podcasters have a YouTube channel that they upload onto YouTube as well, because then you get to see the video, you get to see the social interactions, facial expressions. Ooh, an Espeon. I have not seen an Espeon show up for me on Lapis, I believe. So yeah, I watched, if you guys have been on Twitch for a while, there used to be a channel, well, there still is a channel, Austin Show, and he used to do like those dating game shows on his channel, and it was such a hoot. Oh, and I think Chrissy found yes, it is a shiny Togetic, because they changed their icon to the Togetic, although it looks like so washed out on the screen. But congrats, Chrissy, on your shiny Togetic. Super beautiful. And yeah, so he's ventured off. He's done things. He also came out. Thought that was a pretty interesting thing to note. Simply because I feel like that is what he really steers his content towards. Not a lot, but it is part of his identity, you know? So great icon in the community for that. But if you go Austin Show on YouTube, he has this bathtub series, and it's so funny. He is a great host. Honestly, I loved watching him during Twitch days because he was just such a fantastic host. And back then, no one knew what he looked like either. And he also he faked an accent too. But now it's authentically him. And there was one episode with Pokémon, which I really enjoyed. Their chemistry is amazing. And I laughed so much watching that segment. So highly recommend. And then I watched another one yesterday with Will. I forgot his last name though, but they also have really great chemistry, and it was amazing to watch. And Evo Stevo, congrats on the shiny Houndour. So he has a shiny Charizard, a shiny Golem, and he just caught a shiny Houndour at Topalo. So yeah, I only watched those 2 episodes. Oh my gosh, is that a shiny Flaffy? Congrats, Sonata. I could have sworn you also got another shiny earlier this week, or I could be mistaken. I don't remember. But quite a few shinies today. And then I also watched some offline TV. Whoa, wait, look at that team. Fabian with the Sylveon, and then all those Dittos. Are you farming? You must be farming leeks, right? Leeks and oils. Yeah, there was this one video from Offline TV. It was their 30-day fitness challenge. So it was Sid, Scara, Toast, and Masayoshi. They were doing a 30-day challenge, and they had like one fitness goal that they had for themselves, 30 days to accomplish or meet. And it was very, I really liked the video because it also shows like how much having a good coach and having someone to motivate you on all your small wins, like those things make such a huge difference. Especially the fact that if you're surrounding yourself with people who are also working near like the same, I don't know why I made that noise, like common goals as you, or also on their fitness journey, and you see them working hard, and then you see that and you're like, you know what, that gives me no excuse to slack off today. And I find that so beautiful. So highly recommend that watch. The the trainer is freaking phenomenal. Like the vibes, like he is such a great trainer, and you can tell he is just so truly happy for you. No matter what it is that you're doing, small or big, like he is your number one hype man. And you need someone like that sometimes, because consistency when it comes to fitness is, I probably would think, is the most difficult part. Like staying accountable for how you eat and how hard you push yourselves in your workouts, but also the consistency required in order to see those changes. But you know what? Sometimes like it takes small changes day by day before you get used to it. You're more comfortable, you feel stronger. So highly recommend that watch as well. I'm gonna link both videos down below if you guys are bored and you don't know what to watch or need something in the background. Those were great watches for me. And a little sunscreen update. So as you guys know, I've been using this for a while and I'm almost out. And then I decided, you know what, while we are in the thick of summer, I am going to try the milk version. So this is the gel version. So it's good if you have like normal, like all skin types really. Normal, dry, even oily skin can use this because I'm oily skinned. Well, I'm combo now, but a little more towards the oily side. And this has been doing me well during the winter, but also in the summer. Although it is a little more shiny in the summer, probably because of the humidity in the air, I don't know. But this is the milk version, and this is more targeted towards oilier skin tones. So the texture is kind of like milk too. Actually, let me show you guys. So I'll pour a little bit like that. And then so it glides like a dream and it blends in so well. Honestly, it doesn't take much to blend in. Although I would say if you have sensitive skin, this does have fragrance in it. So I'm kind of worried how my skin will interact, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, there's fragrance in it and it blends beautifully. It sits well under makeup. I powdered it and it was so perfect. And if you are sensitive to fragrance, they have another version where it's like a pink cap and then the bottle is more ivory and not gold, and that one has no alcohols and fragrance in it. But I didn't see that when I was shopping, so I just picked up this. And I'm very happy I picked up another bottle. Very beautiful satin finish. Not exactly mattifying, but I don't mind that because I kind of love the satin look. You know what? The beautiful thing about watching makeup trends is the makeup back in 2016, like, wow, that is wild, wild west. It was crazy. I feel like the youth nowadays, with their accessibility to the internet, although there's so many downsides of that, there's so many upsides as well. Like, you have information in the access of your palm. Everything you can possibly think of learning, you can learn. And I see younger folks out there with impeccable fashion. And then their hair and makeup, and I'm like, damn, I did not look like that when I was your age. But at the same time, it's a shame because it's like, let kids be kids. But who knows, man, if we had the internet like how we do now, back in our time, I'm pretty sure we'd probably do the same thing. So it's just really a product of their environment. But kids nowadays, damn, you guys, like, your makeup game is phenomenal. But back then, it was like, oh my god, millennials ran so that you guys could walk. Is that the saying? I don't know. But there was this trend back then. Actually, I forgot what I was trying to say with this. Yeah, scrap that. There were plenty of trends back then, but there was something I wanted to talk about, and now I completely forgot about it. And now it's gonna bother me for some time. So I'll just ramble on about something else, or maybe show you guys what I caught during our days off, which was just yesterday. So I caught a Igglybuff and a Chikorita. Well, the Chikorita was today. The Igglybuff, actually, did we see this together? No, I'm not sure. Lately, I feel like my memory has been deteriorating a little. Like a couple days ago, I forgot I left the fridge door open, and that is so unlike me. I never do something like that. So my boyfriend was like, whoa, what's going on? But I wanted to show you guys, I renamed one of my Blastoise as blueberry in French. Actually, I'm gonna cut that out because I probably butchered the pronunciation. But blueberry in French. And then, let's see. There was another team. I'm gonna swap out for this team later, because these are the ingredients I'll need for the corn keema curry. But I do need to maybe swap out one of my Charizards, my Mono Sausage Charizard, for a corn farmer. So we'll do that later on in the day. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. In terms of ingredients, I'm doing the best in ginger. I need a lot of help for fiery herbs and bean sausage. And then corn, I think. Actually, corn might take a while, so I should probably start farming that like ASAP. And I can almost make my dream butter eater curry now that it's lunchtime, so I will wait a little bit. So, oh, I remember now. Okay, back then there was this huge trend for matte makeup. If you guys remember the Dream Matte Mousse, the one in the jar, that was crazy. There was a lot of like mousse like makeup. I didn't use it, but I knew people who did use it. I didn't use it simply because I suffered with very, very bad acne. So I was too afraid to put anything on my face in case it made it worse. But I loved making my face matte, and I dried the hell out of it on the quest of mattifying my face because I was so oily and so dehydrated in the skin. But yeah, matte was huge back then. Like, even like there was no such thing as highlighter, okay? And then highlighters popped off, like Jaclyn Hill, Champagne Pop, you know, that era where people would over highlight even like their collarbones and everything. Like, it was crazy. So you have like that on fleek eyebrows, super contour, bronzing, and then highlight everywhere. Like, it was the full thing, right? And then with the introduction of Asian skincare and beauty, you see more of a trend towards like dewy skin, you know, like that glass look. And then recently there's like milky toners that really became popular as well. So I never got really into the dewy skin look because to me that just looked like how my skin looks when it's oily, you know? So for me, the middle ground that I really enjoy is a satin finish because it's not exactly matte, but it's not exactly dewy. It's just beautifully in the middle where it gives your skin a healthy glow and touch to it. But yeah, that's the final thing I wanted to say. The thing that I was stressing out about trying to remember. Oh, another one actually. The ice cream, I have 2 bars left and I didn't eat it yesterday because I'm savoring every moment. But who knows, maybe I will just eat the last 2 today in one sitting. But it is so delicious, and a part of me wants to drive all the way back to the Asian grocery store just to pick it up. I don't need to go to pick up more groceries, so if I go, it's simply really just to pick up ice cream. And do I really want to drive through the highway, sit in traffic just to pick up ice cream only for it to melt in my car? No. But if I do, I could do like what MP said and just eat it all in one sitting in the car to mitigate the issue of it melting. I found that comment really funny when I read it. Anyways, I hope you guys have a beautiful Friday. Make the most out of your weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday when it is the first day of the anniversary fest, which is going to be so exciting. A bunch of celebrations. There's a spider on my window and it is big. But yeah, and dream gifts, new news that's going to be released every day of the week for the first week. So it is a lot of excitement, a lot of hopla. So I am ready and I hope you guys are too. So until then, take care, good luck, have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.